This is James Lutton for Pro Boxing Fans. We're here in Las Vegas. Delighted to be joined by Michael Hunter. Michael, how are you doing?
I'm good. I'm great. I'm glad to be here.
Fantastic. We've just come out of the press conference for Tyson Fury, Deontay Wilder. Let's talk about it first of all. What's your take and reaction to the press conference?
I thought it was good. I didn't really catch the whole thing, but it seems like the energy's going good and people are excited about the fight. So I heard they got into it a little bit. I'm pretty sure they're tired of each other and ready to go at it. So
what do you make of these media events with these guys? Obviously, it's the third press conference they've done. Is it something that are you for it or are you against it?
As a fighter, there's two ways to look at it. As a promoter and having to do these things, it's part of the building up the show and getting the people to come out and making it exciting. Putting a story behind it. Which is not, it's not all smoke and mirrors. It's real promotion and stuff like that. But on the flip side, as a fighter, you get tired of doing these things. Coming here, it's just then having to see the guy time and time again, and being in a guy's face, and you just sometimes, at a point in training, you're just ready to jump in there, and it's always before the fight. So, I know they're ready.
Let's focus on yourself. Last time out, you fought Povetkin in Saudi Arabia, scored a draw.
Yeah.
What's your reflection on that? Looking back now, a few months later, how do you feel about that result?
I think I won the fight, but I'm not the judge, so I didn't take a step backwards. I feel like people are starting to recognize me as a heavyweight, as a household name. So. It is what it is. I'm taking one step forward, so, that's where I'm at with it.
Been quite vocal in calling out Dillian Whyte. Is that a fight that you want next or this year, or is it realistically going to happen?
Yeah, anybody actually, as far as in the UK, I picked Dillian because I think that would be a good fight. Me and him would have a good battle. I feel like he has a certain amount of grit, almost kind of like Povetkin. Like Povetkin and him, I feel like are a decent fight just because of the will and the grit, So we'll see. I would like that fight, but, I'm not chasing it.
What was that experience like in Saudi Arabia, performing on a big stage out there?
It was cool, it was different, being so far away. The hospitality was awesome. They had great people there. They were excited to do the show. Inexperienced, they haven't done a show a lot, but they were excited to do it. So, they were giving you your 100%. You can't deny people like that. So, and I think being out there, being so far away, I never really got totally adjusted to the time or whatever. But it was all living experience. So, you just fine tuning, for the next fight and the next fight and the next fight. Trying to see what I could do better for the next time to prepare.
And what are your immediate plans for 2020? When are you hoping to be out next?
I hope in April, maybe no later than May. I don't know exactly who they're gonna throw at me. I'm just waiting patiently, and whoever they put at me, I'm ready for. And you're gonna see me make another statement.
Now, I was in your gym this morning with your brother Keith. We spoke about a potential rematch to avenge your only defeat to Alexander Usyk, now that he's at heavyweight. Is that a fight that you'd like to potentially have down the line?
Absolutely. I want to get the people and the fans excited about it. So, I feel like there's a few more fights that, I could take at heavyweight, and also a few more fights that he needs to take to make it, some noise about it, and, to bring some awareness towards it. So I definitely see that fight happening in the future, and I would love to have that fight again.
Now, you've adjusted very well to the heavyweight division. How do you feel Usyk's adjusted to the heavyweight so far?
He's a phenomenal boxer, so you're not going to be able to take anything from his skills. It's not much he's going to lose from gaining a couple of pounds. So I just think it's going to be very hard to get those big fights, with him and as a heavyweight, because people want to see knockouts, and he's not that type of a guy. He's more of a I'll drown you type of person, and so I think it's going to be very difficult for him to get fights. I think that's one, but I don't think I think he'll transition very well at heavyweight.
As I mentioned, I spoke to your brother Keith today. He is fighting next weekend, so we give him a little shout out. How's he progressing, and how proud are you of your little brother?
Oh man, he's been doing a wonderful job. This is a big test for him, and a big step up for him in his career. So I'm excited. He seems very excited about the fight, very confident. So I'm excited to see what he's going about. Usually I'm in the gym with him. I'm very close to him. This is like one of the only times I haven't been too close to him that much. I've been just keeping abreast and seeing what's going on and how he's feeling and stuff. And he seems to be feeling the best he's ever felt. And I've had some outside sources tell me he's looking the best he's ever been looking. So I think he's excited for the fight. So when a fighter's like that, something's good's going to come out of it. So I'm very proud of him, and I can't wait for him to put on for the fam.
Definitely, you certainly looked very good in sparring this morning. I was watching there. I asked him a question I'm going to ask you next. So I asked him what motivates him in his career, and he spoke about your father and continuing his legacy. For yourself, what is your motivation?
Well, that's definitely one of the main reasons why we've moved the way we've moved in the industry as far as boxing is concerned. So that's my dad is the one who kind of started all this, and my grandpa also on my mother's side. It's just a generational thing. So I think we feel like almost boxing owes us in a sense, what I'm saying, or we got to get something out of it. Not that he owes us, but we deserve to get something out of this. So. Not to say we're going to work for it and get what we deserve. So that's one big reason. But we got tons of reasons to be motivated for this. Just me being a boxer in general and wanting to be the best and then competing with the best. These people. I was an amateur with all these people that are now number one. You know what I'm saying? So just to know that I've been in the ring with these guys, most of them, tons of them, if not all of them. And to know that, it's only a matter of time, and it's only about business moves, makes me very satisfied. And, I know we're going to get the job done.
And finally, can I push you for a prediction on the main event this Saturday night? Deontay Wilder, Tyson Fury. How do you see it going?
It's very hard, man. I've been going back and forth. Tyson, I usually go with a pure boxer, which would be Tyson Fury. But he said some things in the interview that I really was kind of like a little iffy about, that I read, but it could have not been nothing. He's a good, he plays the game well, Tyson Fury. So you never really know how his mindset is, which is, to be not being able to read somebody is the whole game. So, but it's very hard to say. I really don't know. I don't know. I'm excited to see it, though.
So I kind of sit on the fence here, but thank you for your time. We've been Pro Boxing fans. Appreciate it.
Yeah, thank you. I appreciate it.